Hey, everybody. Welcome to my freak show. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just keeping it a little casual tonight. My daughter got some new skincare for herself, and it's the Bubble skincare. So I tried it, and I didn't want to put makeup on this face. So tonight we're just keeping things casual, talking on the weekly Wednesday live stream. What's up, Merman Eli? Thank you so much for being here. Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Right? Blaze, so great to see you. Hey, y'all. Hey, Mary. What are your rankings of all the seasons now that AHS 12 is over? Okay. I, I'm still working on that because I'm still rewatching the season. I only have 2 more episodes left. And I don't think Delegate's going to rate very high on this season for my listing. And I'm actually going to go over that of why I think so. So, Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Adam, thank you so much as well for being here. We have Ryan, Rye. Okay, and we have Cookie. Okay, baby, I love you. You go lay down, okay? Go lay down. Go lay down. You know, of course, my regular special guest star, Cookie. Ryan, so great to have you. I'm Maudie, so great to have you too. What's up, Queen yourself? Coven of Hogs, yes. Hello, hello. Jiggle Jello, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let's talk really quickly. I apologize, guys. I've had some sick kids. So Beyond the Horror had to be rescheduled to this coming Friday at 7 p.m., which was perfect for me because I've been rewatching the season and it just at first I watched like the first 4 episodes. I was so getting into it and then I had to stop for a couple of days. And so I wasn't ready. I will be ready on Friday with Michael and Dawn, and we'll be here on Friday night on my channel talking about the entire season of AHS Delicate. Okay, that being said, I am only on episode 7 right now. I'm starting episode 7. That's what I was doing before I started my live stream. So I started episode 7, and before I actually started watching the entire season again, I started some rewatch notes. You know, there were some things, some questions that I had in my mind, such as if the women in black were watching Anna since infancy, like we saw, why did Anna only notice them when she was 36 years old? Like, why not? I mean, Anna even said with Dex in episode 1 that they had tried implantation twice. Why didn't it start the first time they started implantation? It is so weird that it just started right then and there. And plus, there's another thing that really, there's so many things that caught me, but things like Anna had that egg retrieval process before, so she was on the medication that Siobhan said that they messed with. So why wasn't Anna getting hallucinations when she was on those meds? Why was she only getting them taking these meds? We never got the answer to the missing time. When I saw Anna looking up Miss Preacher's Instagram account, I just wondered why the fuck Miss Preacher just didn't slide into Anna's DMs and just spill the beans there, or just say, hey, there's something really important I need to tell you. I'm scared certain people will know. We need to meet somewhere safe so I can talk to you. Why did she just do that? I mean, why all the cryptic, stalking her and giving her all these cryptic messages when she sees her? Why didn't she just freaking spill the beans like Cora did? Cora first saw Anna and she was like, blah. All those beans just came right out. So it just started with a little couple of sentences such as that when I first started rewatching the season, and that turned into a full page, and I'm only on episode 7. There is so much that I noted, guys, such as Anna reached out to the stalker, remember, on her cell phone, who was revealed to be Cora. So why didn't anyone just tell Anna what they knew instead of being so cryptic? So it seems like Cora was trying to tell Anna the truth even in episode 3. So why did it take her so long until episode 8 to finally spill the beans to her? Excuse me. Siobhan and her group took out everyone who interrupted their plans, from Miss Preacher to Babette, Hamish, Victoria. So why didn't they do the same to Cora? Cora was affecting Anna's pregnancy in a negative way, leaving out the suppositories. I mean, she could have possibly, from that stuff, she could have affected it where Anna wouldn't have gotten pregnant and messed up the group's plans. So why did they not do something to her? Why didn't Siobhan or somebody take her out, since technically that baby was Siobhan's? And then Siobhan wanted Anna to be basically perfect to win this Oscar, but Siobhan only fucked things up with all the hallucinations, the black messy puke, the murders. I mean, Siobhan, and then of course I'm going back and I'm feeling that I don't feel that Anna really wants this Oscar. It kind of feels like she's getting a taste of her dream. She doesn't really like it very much and she wants to be normal again. And instead, Siobhan is pushing her into, no, you don't want that. You want this dream of being an Oscar, or of having an Oscar. And it was, and why? Why did they kill that twin baby in like episode 3? Wasn't both babies Siobhan's? And why put Anna under when she goes into the basement then in episode 3 if she's pregnant still? Why? Uh, okay. So, I am going to go into this because I have so much more. Like, why did Miss Preacher's character kind of made no sense in the show when she did in the book? Miss Preacher says she got pregnant by a sailor on Fleet Week. So why would Siobhan's group want the baby? It maybe Dex's dad was the sailor, possibly, but why would they want that baby? It doesn't make sense. And then, of course, they have all of these babies. What the hell has happened to them? Why didn't they just give us a little taste, or just say, oh, we've turned them into an army? Something, but they didn't even address these babies. And I'm frustrated. Okay, so let's get into something good actually for a moment. I'm going to just take a quick break right now and talk to you about something that I did today. And I have to confess, and you guys out there that collect Blu-rays, you love your shows, you love your favorite things, you're going to sympathize with me and you're going to understand. But I did something today. I went to the bookstore and I found season 1 of The X-Files on Blu-ray. On Blu-ray. Guys, I have these on VHS right over here. I don't think you can see them, but like I have some VHS stuff right over here and I have X-Files stuff right over there. X-Files stuff that I had when I bought from the 90s when they would put it out, where you had to pay $20 for 2 episodes on one VHS tape. Never had them on DVD. But they're one of my favorite favorite shows, aside from like Golden Girls, Ash versus Evil Dead, American Horror Story, that kind of stuff. It started when I was in high school. Oh my God, I loved this show. So season 1, picked it up. I was so happy. And then I realized, oh my God, there's season 2 right beside it. How am I going to leave season 2 behind? I mean, it belongs with its friend. Season 2 belongs to season 1. So then I thought, okay, well, it's logical. It's absolutely logical. Season 2's got to go with season 1. And then season 3 said, hey, take me home with them. And then season 4 said, hey, you bitch, don't forget me. If you leave me behind, you're going to regret it. And then season 5 just had to just jump into the freaking cart for some reason. It was a bad, bad disc. It had to be punished by being bought and being coming home with me. And then freaking season 6 out of nowhere, just, boop, hello, purchase me. Okay, well, if I'm going to get these, I can't leave you behind. And it all goes with the one I had. The only Blu-ray that I had of the X-Files was of season 10, which you guys know is really not as great as, like seasons 1 through 6. So now season 10, finally, the friends. Thank goodness for coupons. because they knew me and I had a 10% off coupon. Half Price literally knows me by name. So they gave me an extra even discount plus the 10%. So they all wanted to come home with me. And I said, well, what am I going to do? It's like leaving a puppy or a homeless kitty cat behind. You can't just leave one. You got to take them all. You got to give them a home. So I gave these guys a home. So this weekend, my sweet husband is going to Washington, and I'm going to spend Saturday going and watching some of my favorite episodes back from the seasons. Like I said, I remember the show. I remember being in band and marching season, and I had to miss like season 2 and 3 a lot of the time because I was march. I just set my VCR with a VHS tape in it, so that way I could watch the X Files when I came home about 1 a.m. from marching. Yeah, it's like Half Price knew Mary's coming. Mary's coming to the store. We've got to get her. Okay, let's get her. We're gonna set these out. And I even looked it up on Amazon, and they're not that I mean, I paid like basically $9 for each of these with the way it worked out. You can't get them that cheap anywhere. So it's just a happy little thing I had to say. It was a really happy thing that happened aside from me griping about American Horror Story Delicate. Which again, I'm so sorry I'm doing that, but rewatching the season now, I'm starting to see a lot of what you guys were talking about. So when you go through it and you see it just once and then you got that long break, you can't really connect all the dots until you get all the episodes. And now that I've got all the episodes, I'm going back now and I'm actually seeing what you guys are talking about. So, yeah, I'm not really enjoying the watch through, but I'm I'm hoping that'll change, but I know it won't. So I will have my final thoughts, obviously, on Friday. And I'm going to make a video about all this stuff that they left behind, never answered, or maybe I just didn't see it, and just everything that just was not necessary. And then, of course, I have a video. Haven't made it yet. I mean, the script, but not the actual video. But it's how I would have ended AHS Delicate. And yeah, I put so much information into it. Like Anna would have been Siobhan's kid. It just, I really got in there. And like the rockabye lullaby was to keep Anna under their control, not like the perfumes and stuff like that. So yeah, I got you guys covered. Let me get past this weekend because my sweet husband has to be in DC for a week. And so I'm going to be here making sure that our kids and my mother-in-law are doing fantastic. So, and I'm going to be watching a little bit of the X-Files, but I will still be posting videos. Weekly Wednesday live stream is still going to be back every Wednesday. Beyond the Heart is going to be again on Friday. So don't you guys worry. You just give me a few days. Just give me a few days to just enjoy. I'm not going to watch, obviously, all of them. I can't. It would take me weeks or months to watch all of these. I just want to see like 10 episodes that were my absolute favorite and to see them on Blu-ray in 4K because I've never seen these episodes of X-Files in such high definition before. And I'm really excited to see them. Okay. Rebecca, hello, queen to you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Amadi says, Delicate is a great season, but FXF up with the ads. Have you seen the deleted scenes? Not really scenes, but some pics are online. So much was cut off. Really? No, I didn't see that. I will go online and check it out, though. May I ask, I'm Amadi, where you saw that? Did you Google it? Did you see it on Instagram? Did you see it on X? Possibly, where did you see that information? I would be very grateful if you would let me know. And I will absolutely make a video about that too. Merman Eli says, I feel like with the season of Delicate, it requires the viewer to look into Hestia mythology, understand the themes that they present about believing women and the health repercussions. Absolutely. If they would have taken out unnecessary stuff like Virginia. I liked the actress and I liked her scenes. However, it was so unnecessary. There was a lot of things that they put into the season that they could have just left out on the cutting room floor and put something more important in that space, such as Virginia didn't need Dex to testify for her. He didn't see anything and he didn't want to say anything negative against his dad. So that had nothing to do with anything. And the only thing that had anything remotely to do with the plot ended up being revealed in the season finale, and that was just Dex's dad and Siobhan, being his biological parents. So there was just so much stuff that, yes, if they would have taken out, they could have put a lot more focus into believing women and health repercussions and all those stereotypes that women are thrown onto them, especially when it comes to pregnancy, mental health, and stuff such as that. So, yeah. Merman Eli says they want the viewer to be very informed, and honestly, they should have spent time with a bit of exposition. It feels too rushed. That's the thing. If they just would have taken out certain things and put in more information and just taken out the fluff, all of the extra, so much fluff that there was, it would have made a lot more sense, put in so much more exposition, and it would have made the season so much better. So, I'm Amari says, also, I was thinking how many seasons were really good, but people didn't like because usual cast didn't appear in one. I know Hotel was obviously the first season without Jessica Lange. A lot of people hated it. I thoroughly enjoyed it because it was a great cast. It was great writing, great episodes, and it had so many individual separate storylines that interconnected and that they spent time on, like Asylum and Hotel and everything else that came before. You can see probably up until maybe Roanoke or maybe Cult. They didn't really do it so much for Apocalypse, but everything after, it's like they stopped focusing on all these awesome little side storylines that we liked so much. Like, remember in Asylum, Shelley wasn't a huge character, but what happened to her was huge. I mean, there were so many things that they didn't get very much screen time. They didn't get very much information, but what they were on, they made an impression. I miss that. I really honestly miss that. It just seems like they stopped putting so much into what is the right word I'm looking for? The characters and the plot that they just want to write something. They're losing their formula, and it really feels like it. I heart Courtney Cox. I love your name. They said, I don't understand why they would kill Virginia. Okay, so guys, one of my favorite things to research and one of my favorite books, which sadly I don't have here, is J- um oh On the Trail of the Assassins by Jim Garrison. And I love his book. And that is what the movie JFK by Oliver Stone is based off of, is Jim Garrison's book. That I started learning about JFK like early teens. I learned so early that if you speak out against people with power, you're gone. And they will make it look like a suicide, an accident, heart attacks. I mean, there's so many things that they can do to make your death look like something other than what it really was. So when Virginia said that, I'm not gonna lie, I knew she was gonna be axed. Just like whenever Hamish told Siobhan, "Hey," and he burned the script and he was like, "Hey, I didn't write this. I'm gonna tell everybody." And she's like, "No, you're not." I was like, "Yep, bye, Hamish." I'm surprised they didn't show us like her push Hamish off the building, which I assume that's how he ended his future. Was he jumped? But I thought maybe the show would show us something cool, like Hamish or like Siobhan coming up, "Oh, Hamish," and then all of a sudden she just fucking pushes him off. I wanted some more shocking stuff like what we got in the basement. So when Virginia started mouthing off, I knew instantly she was going to be gone. So sadly, I heart Courtney Cox. Yeah, if you speak out against people with power, the right power, you're gone. It's so sad, but it's just easier for people in those types of power to just get rid of you rather than like deal with any kind of backlash, investigation, or anything like that. They have specifically people that'll just get rid of you for them. So yeah, it just made it so much easier for them. I'm Amadi said that situation with Cora when she's like, blah, 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 it's because of FX. And she's just like spilling the beans. It's because of FX. Yeah, I wish they would have done something more different with Cora too. It just there's a lot of things that that was so great in the book that it really seemed like they were actually integrating it into the show, and they really didn't. So Adam says if Cora got rid of the baby, it would make sense if it was for Siobhan. But I know it had to go because it was the good twin. Okay. Sense if it was for Siobhan. Okay, but I know it had to go because it was the good twin. Oh, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Just bomb finally went off. Adam, thank you for letting the fuse. It was a little long, but it finally hit me. I get you. Yeah. Well, but then why would they still need Anna in that basement after when they strapped her to the gyno chair? Because at that time, they had already taken out the good twin. So that makes sense. Thank you so much for telling me about that, Adam, because of course, Sonia and Addie, good twin, bad twin. Yeah, absolutely. So, but still, just that scene, it was just seems like it was put there to make the episode longer, and it made no sense. So like I said, I'm so glad that I'm going to make this video because I really want to know what you guys think. Maybe I missed certain things. Maybe you guys have the answer to certain things that I missed and you saw in the show, or maybe we can find the answer together. I'm Amadi says, X-Files is that such a throwback. I was very young watching it, but girl, I still remember that sewer thing though. Iconic. Yes. Season 1. Oh my God. Yeah. The leech, the little leech thing that lived in the sewers. I think like he was a genetic mutation or something like that. Like some of my favorite episodes was the ice one when they're in the polar ice thing with it's kind of like a plot of the thing, the movie The Thing, and then Darkness Falls where those little green sparkly creatures are getting null in the darkness when Scully's abducted by Dwayne. Barry. Dwayne Barry. And yeah, like season 4 and season 5 were outstanding. So I cannot wait to go back. I'm gonna look at them. So if I can, guys, I'll make some videos for the channel members and the patrons. Just kind of going over what some things I saw and what things I like. Just kind of keeping you guys up. Let's talk. Let's do some content. Blaze says, I love collecting Blu-ray. Blaze, what is your most prized piece of Blu-ray that you have? For me, I would say it's hard to pick between Dagon and Videodrome, but definitely one of those two. And I'm sure if I go back and I look at my horror section and I'm like, now wait a minute, I probably put Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. Wait. Sleepaway Camp. Wait. So yeah, it's so hard to pick it. So if you need to put a couple, I totally understand. Oh, and something seemed to talk to me. This movie was so good. So it's still in the package. I got to take it out. But I saw this. It's cheap as F. So I grabbed it. It was so cheap. So cheap. I'd never get to do these things for myself, but my husband was so sweet. He's literally been gone like almost every weekend. Poor guy traveling. And he knows how much I kind of just like to watch things when he's not here. It keeps me occupied. I do things around the house. So he's so sweet to let me, just kind of veg out while he's gone and just go crazy with all of my scary stuff. So let me know again, Blaze, what like some of your favorite things are that you have. Blaze also said that the rankings is number 1, 1984. Love it. Coven is 2, Apocalypse is 3, Hotel is 4, Freak Show is 5, Murder House is 6, NYC is 7, Asylum is 8, Roanoke is 9, Delicate is 10, and Cult is 11, and double feature is 12. I think that's absolutely universally thought of for everybody. Everybody agrees that double feature has got to be like the worst season out of the worst. Sierra, haha, they just kept on coming. Yeah, right. Sarah says, I rewatched Roanoke with some friends lately, and honestly, kind of iconic how they tried something new with it. I definitely have to agree. I've got a spreadsheet right now. I've been going over and rewatching some of the past seasons with my rankings and all that stuff, and just trying to go back and uh, so I can kind of put, I got it in the spreadsheet so that way I can put all that information in and do best episodes ranked from 1 to like, the 200 whatever, and just have them all in a video. So I've been watching all the seasons again, and let me tell you something, now I absolutely think much differently than what I did in my original rankings. So yeah, it's kind of funny how that works out. Debbie, Debbie, I love you. Thank you for being here. Merman Eli says if AHS took the extra 15 to 20 minutes to have some exposition or a conclusion, that finale would be better. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I'm a Muddy says I'm asking the chat because, guys, I'm very curious. From 1 to 10, how do you rate Kim K? I think she did a solid 6.5. Okay, that's a very good question, I'm a Modi. And actually, that's another video that I have the script ready for. I just haven't shot it yet. So I'm going to be, doing that this weekend and stuff. But I have to say, she did better than I expected. And when I say she did better than I expected disaster movie level, like when she was on Beverly Hills 90210. Yeah, like Kim's acting is normally so cringe, robotic. I mean, it's just so awkward. She couldn't really seem to like get the feel of her skin in acting. That's what I thought she would do, but she did much better than what I thought she would do, and I was a little impressed. A little impressed, and in my opinion, she's probably gonna go down in AHS history as one of the best villains. However, the ending of how Siobhan ended might take that title away from her just due to what the writers did to her. I think honestly we need to get some Siobhan some justice. It's like I feel like they did Siobhan dirty like they did Doris. Does that make sense? Maybe am I the only one who thinks that? But you guys just let me know. Thank you so much, Debbie. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to thumb it up. Subscribe, obviously, if you want more content. And click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I go live. Again, weekly Wednesday live streams are every Wednesday. Beyond the Horror Delicate Wrap Up is this Friday. And then more videos are coming out. Actually, one is uploading now. It's just so long. It's my review compilation with every episode 1 through 9. And that's just it's going to take 3 hours to upload. So it will be out tonight sometime. But yeah, I still have lots of videos that I'm actually still uploading, editing, and all that stuff. So lots of content still coming at you. I adore X-Files too, Debbie. I'm Amadi says, I popped out my YouTube page. It's some AHS fan accounts. For example, there is a scene showing what happened with the man who died after talking to Siobhan. I don't remember his name. I think that you're talking about Hamish. Thank you, I'm Amadi. I will absolutely look that up on YouTube. I'll just put like in the search engine and I will just look that up for the deleted stuff. Thank you so much. Merman Eli said, honestly, I'd love to see a AHS season with a Silent Hill vibe. They need a better producer. Oh yeah. The writers probably had a good woven story, but the producer just chopped it out a bunch. Absolutely. M Tiger 86, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. They said, like the Anastasia storyline in Asylum, that left you wondering whether or not she was telling the truth about who she was or wasn't. It left the open ended. Yeah, absolutely. See, what was your interpretation? That's a really good analogy. I thought she was Anastasia, but it's like art, it's subjective. You got to base it on your own interpretation. So that's a very good analogy. I'm Amadi says he tried to burn the script. It was episode 5, I think. No, it was one of the later episodes. I do remember that because I'm watching the season over again, and it must have been 6. Yeah, opening night. That's the one it was. It was 6. Sarah says maybe what he really burned was the ending we wanted. 100% verified on that one, Sarah. Love it. Merman Eli said, honestly, gave me a whole season with Annabelle Dexter as the lead. I agree. She ate her rose and left no crumbs. Let's be honest, her performance was superb and sublime. I enjoyed her performance. Okay, so she's the next person who's getting a video, but she's getting high compliments. I think Annabelle Dexter-Jones should have been the lead the entire time. I'm so it's not nothing to Emma Roberts or anything such as that, but maybe it was just the chemistry that I got from Annabelle Dexter-Jones, but she was spectacular. Absolutely agree with you, Marianne Eli. She is getting a big complimentary video after Kim Kardashian's. So 100% agree with that. She made this season. Her and the lady who was Miss Preacher. I loved Miss Preacher. I disappointed that Anna and Miss Preacher never got to talk, and Miss Preacher wasn't utilized better like she was in the book. And she got shit out of a good ending too. So agree. Debbie says squeeze Tombs and Anasazi paperclip, home, small potatoes, the smoky man. Oh, you're like the names of your favorite episodes of X-Files. Okay. Thank you. Paperclip, home, small potatoes, the smoky man one. You wrote about Detective Jack Colquitt. Yeah, and okay. Wait, wasn't Jack somebody that Scully dated at one time? I think that was in season 1. I have very vivid memories of X-Files. And the Frankenstein one. Yeah, okay. Debbie, I've gotta go back and watch some of these, and like I said, we've gotta chat about some of them. Eskina Fandom, thank you so much for being here. I hope I enunciated your name correctly. So what year will the new season come out? 2025 or this 2024? It will come out in 2024. They're set to shoot this summer, which starts obviously in a month. So as far as I know, they're still set to shoot. And when they do start filming and everything, I will let you guys know. So that way we're all informed that season 13 is coming. So make sure you subscribe if you like, click the bell notification so that way you can be notified when I go live. Oh, Blaze says his favorite Blu-ray is Pearl. Oh, that's definitely a good one. That's very much, yeah, a good one. Yes, they are still they said they were going to be filming right now, but I haven't seen anything. They were supposed to be filming April or May, but I just predict it's gonna be this summer. I think they just pre-estimated before it was I think they're just too confident right now. And I think that finale, kinda gave them cause to pause and maybe relook over their script a little bit more. At least that's what I hope. And shit, if they ever need my advice to ever help out the show with any kind of theories or twists or turns, I will do it for a punch in the face. I will do it for free and a punch in the face. If I could just get some of my theories on there, some of those twists, so that way they will like kind of get our AHS back again. Like I said, I offered them to do that. I'll do it for free. I'll give them my ideas. Just give me a credit and don't forget to punch me in the face. Debbie says, oh, I left out my other favorite X-Files, OMG, Beyond the Sea. Oh, yes. 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 Oh, my God. Okay. Yes. I have not seen that episode in so long, but that has to be probably one of my top episodes ever of X-Files is when Brad Dourif was Luther Lee Boggs. Okay. I remember beyond this. Okay. So I remember the episode because Scully's dad dies. Okay. So that's how I remember the episode. And I remember Brad Dourif. And I remember being so young thinking, that's almost like his performance in The Exorcist 3. I mean, I'm just such a huge fan of Brad Dourif. I just cannot say enough how fantastic his acting is and just how supreme he is. Absolutely agree with you 100%, Debbie. That's probably got to be my favorite episode of every episode ever of The X-Files. Again, love Brad Dorff. M Tiger 86 is saying is Beyond the Sea where Mulder and Scully are on that ship lost at sea. No, that Beyond the Sea is where, okay, I could be wrong because I haven't seen the episodes or anything yet. But if I remember correctly, Beyond the Sea is when Scully's father passes away. And Beyond the Sea is the song that was sung at his memorial. And that's why the episode was named that. And that's how Luther Lee Boggs, who was Brad Dwarf, got Scully to believe him. He said things to her that only her and her father knew. So, yeah. Blaze says, I mean, double feature wasn't that bad. The red tide part. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I agree. MJ Rodriguez was fantastic this season. I want her to come back another season and have more. I want more of her. I don't want her to just have a couple of lines in an episode that we see every so often. No, I want more of her. Yeah, absolutely hated that we didn't get more of her. Okay. Debbie says Annabelle is a sublime character. She should have been the lead. And Emma is really good at Madison/Chanel, but not my favorite and much else, to be honest. Right? Why wasn't Emma Siobhan? Wouldn't that have like made more sense to have Emma be Siobhan and have Annabelle Dexter-Jones be Anna? I think we're on to something here. The math is mathing now. Blaze asks, "Hey Mary, what's a horror movie that you will never watch again because it was too Salo, Serbian film, Irreversible, Dead Girl. Oh my god, the list can go on. I've seen I'm a big fan of media, of movies and entertainment. So definitely those types of movies. And if you guys hear the titles and you're like, "Oh, well, why is it so bad?" If you don't have strong stomachs, if you don't like hard, violent, once you've seen it, you can't unsee type of movie, don't look those movies up. Don't look those movies up. I'm glad I saw them. You know, I'm just that type of person where I like to see films, even if they're from L. Ron Hubbard. Oh God. Battlestar whatever that movie that he did with fucking John Travolta. I sat through that movie, laughed my ass off, and told myself that if I ever watched it again, I was going to beat the shit out of myself. So, yeah. But yeah, definitely those movies. If there's anything else that like you guys think too, just let me know in the comments. But let's see. I'm a Muddy says off topic, but I'm gonna assume you watched but Mary Girl, your thoughts on the occultist from The Conjuring 3. Oh, she was amazing. Imagine AHS season with its magic doing something similar, right? I know. I have that one up there. Actually, that would be nice to watch again soon. I enjoyed The Conjuring 3. I understand it really wasn't as good or strong as part 1 or part 2, but I still, enjoyed watching it. I think something like that would be fantastic for the show. Again, I think they need to go back to something that's real. I mean, for goodness sakes, this show was pre-written for them in a fantastic way. The book was great. It just needed an AHS spin on it, and that's what they did with it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Debbie, Irreversible. I'm Amadi says, where is Scream Queens 3? Chanel made it to TV. Can you imagine? I'm just projecting. I know they definitely do want to do a Scream Queens 3. I just don't know when that's going to happen. Fizrin, thank you so much for being here. I hope I enunciated your name properly. Hi, Queen. I just wanted to say that I love your vids. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's funny how you disappear from my timeline every year, and when it's AHS season, you come back and I watch every single episode. Well, thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate you doing that. And I have so much more AHS content. So don't worry, just because the season is over, I'm not going to take a break like I did this last year. I took that break for my mental health. It worked out. Everything's great. I'm keeping on doing videos. Debbie says, brain bleach films. Me too, Mary. I love Antichrist Rusty Shear scene. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, brain bleach films. Those are kind of, yeah, that's like what we're calling. That's like way too disturbing that you just don't. No. Oh, Skina Fandom says mother traumatized me. Oh my God, I can only imagine. Blaze, I saw season 1. I haven't seen anything else though. I don't have Shudder right now. So Merman Eli says, sorry, Blaze. So I haven't seen it now. I've only seen season 1 and that's it. Merman Eli says, I'm going to see if I can get my graphic designer friends to make you a logo for the channel and an AHS theme intro and outro video. Oh, thank you so much. You were so sweet, Merman Eli. I really appreciate it. And if you ever made a Discord channel, you can host movie nights or TV nights and watch shows with your friends. My son has offered to help me do a Discord, and I told him that we would do that. So I guess that's probably what I'll do because my husband's going to be gone for a week. So I'll just have my son help me this weekend, and I'll just, yeah, set up a Discord and stuff like that. I did try to do, okay, those of you out there who have been fans of my channel for a really long time, you know you know the controversy that happened when I live streamed with my patrons. We were doing a Friday scary movie night and we were watching A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was my copy. I had it hooked up to my external DVD drive. We were watching it together. It was paid patrons and we were live streaming through YouTube and they cut me off and copyright struck me and took me out for 3 months. I couldn't live stream for 3 months because of that. I don't even remember if I could post videos. I just remember specifically I couldn't live stream. So I will do that because yes, I love doing movie nights and stuff like that. And I have so much information, about so many movies that I think we could all definitely watch together. So a Discord channel, I will absolutely look into that, Merman Eli. And like I said, my husband was going to help my son was going to help me make an actual Discord. I believe they are two separate entities, but I will ask my boys to help me with that because they're so advanced when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'll make it happen. Blaze says season 2 and 3 of Chucky are on Peacock. Oh, I'll go check that. I think I have Peacock. I'll go check that out. I'm Amadi says in season 8 we get an Antichrist, but in season 9 we get one too. This was weird looking back. I felt disconnected from the universe they created at this point. Season 9 was 1984. Oh, yeah, but no, you're right. Yeah, I mean, with all those serial killers and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they can connect themselves back in. With the season 13, it's got to be special. Jaden or Jonathan says, Mary, what are some of your dream theme wish lists for AHS? Prison. Alcatraz prison. Prison's number 1. A boat would be like number 3. And then a mausoleum would be number 2. So a prison, a mausoleum. And then, of course, what I said for number 3, which I can't remember. But yeah, that would be my dream wish list is for one of those seasons to happen. Got a heavy storm rolling in. So if you guys hear the thunder and stuff, that's what it is. Skina Fandom says, what the heck with the other baby at the end? Maybe that baby is Siobhan, like in the book, she became Anna's baby. Right. I mean, and they just didn't explain anything and left it so ambiguous for all of us to think of. So yeah. Merman Eli says you can post a lot of things, create threads on your theories, have polls, etc. Merman Eli, we'll talk about that because I'm planning on Saturday night to do a channel member live stream. I just wanted to make sure that I had time for it before I actually set the link for it. So if we do that, maybe you could let me know. I would be very grateful. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for the weekly Wednesday live stream. Like I said, I have so many notes about things about American Horror Story for the season that I looked at. I was like, Why is this? This is unnecessary. What is up with this? So I'm going to make that video. I have one uploading right now. So many more are coming out for you. It's not going to end. And of course, reviews for new shows. I really can't wait to hear what you guys have to think, have to say in the comments. I was so right there out there. It's kind of getting to me. I really appreciate you guys being here. And of course, the continuing support of the channel. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys Friday night. Be back next Wednesday. And I really appreciate all of you guys for the thumbs up, the likes, subscribing, everything. You are all the best. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And as usual, beware of Debbie Ebby Babebby. I think even Sexy Scathach and Siobhan are scared as fuck of her. Love you guys. Bye.